Hello there, my name is Susan. I'm a mixed media artist and I come from Inverness, and that's in the north of Scotland. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the equipment I use for filming. I often get asked what tripod you use, what lighting you use, so I thought I'll film a little video just showing what my setup is. It's quite simple the way I set it up. I've used my tripod because I can move it around the room and have it at different heights, so I've got quite a unique way of using my tripod, so I'll show you that in the video. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, this is the setup that I've got in the studio at the moment. So I've got a table here which is on legs so that I can move the table about and have it in different positions or outside. At the moment I've got it ready so that I can speak to camera from behind the table. So I've got the camera facing me. That works quite well. I can also have it moved so that it's facing the window, so I'm getting more natural light. So I quite like the fact that I can move the table around. The lights I've got are soft box lights. Now that gives like a sort of a nice bright light if you're working in conditions where it's a bit dark, or even if it's too sunny, I can put the blinds down and just have the box lights shining on it. I've also got a ring light there which goes over the work directly, and it's great if I'm just filming something smaller at my desk. So the arm I've got holding this camera here, just put my daughter's camera on there just to show you how it works. It's called a Tarian overhead mount articulating arm. I had to write that down. But it's quite sturdy. Seems to do the job. And you can have it clamped onto your desk or up above you or whatever, onto a chair. So it's quite a versatile piece of kit. This tripod actually broke, so I've kind of adapted it so that I can move the arm around anywhere in the room, and I can have the legs shorter so that I can have it sitting on the desk beside me if I'm doing a little bit of sketchbook work or something. So I find that works really well. This bag here is got some stones in it, and that holds the weight so that the weight of your camera doesn't tip over. I'll just show you around here. So on this side of the desk I've got the way I set up for editing. So I've got this little wooden table thing here which raises the laptop so it doesn't hurt my neck so much, so that works really well. And I've got my iPad, so I usually work with the phone, the iPad and the MacBook, and because they're all Apple products you can share videos and just airdrop them between each other, photographs, so that workflow works really well for me. I'll just come around this side. So under here's a little stool, so you'll see in a minute how I use that to just come around here. So if I stand on the stool, it means I'm up above the camera and I can see if it's straight. I've got this little, I can't remember what it's called. It's got the bubble in it and it tells you whether, so if you move the phone you can see whether it's lying flat, so you don't look like your table's going down a hill when you're watching it. So this is the ring light which you can move around and have over the top as well. And down here, so this is the wireless lavalier microphone, and I have gone through about probably 6 microphones, and this was one I was recommended by Helen Perry, and to be honest it's been great. I've had that one for nearly a year now and it's not broken on me, so that's pretty good going. But this just plugs into the end of your phone and then you just clip that onto your top and it syncs with each other, and you can stand at a distance from your phone and you can be heard quite clearly. I always have a bit of the stuff they clean your glasses with for my lens, so that's really important to remember, just to give your lens a bit of a clean before you start filming. So another little tip is to mark where the edge of your camera is. So sometimes especially when you're sitting down, the work seems to sort of creep towards you and you can become out of frame quite easily. So by having these lines, that sort of helps keep you within the rectangle that you've got available to print. Now you can see that screen is flickering a bit, that's because these lights are too close at the moment. I have them a bit further away. Don't know why it does that, but it's really annoying. So if I take these box lights a little bit further out, it stops that flickering. So if I was going to be working on my table, so you see I can make the legs really short there, and I can just adjust the camera so that it's facing over the top of, say I was doing some sketchbook work. So you get a nice bright light on top of your sketchbook. So that's a really easy way to just make it work for you wherever you're working. So then you've got your overhead view like this from your camera. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed those tips and you found them useful. If you've got any questions at all, just put a comment below and I'll try my best to answer. I'll look up all the links and I'll put them below for you if you want to buy any of these things for yourself. And I would encourage you just to have a go at filming. It's not too hard. I mean, if you roll back to my first video studio tour, I hate it. I'm just so wooden, and I filmed the film the wrong way around. I've got the camera in portrait mode, which is for Instagram. So I've got those two black boxes either side, but just do what you can when you're starting. Just every time you film a video, you're going to make it a little bit better. You're going to become a little bit more relaxed and improve. So we've all got to start somewhere. So I encourage you just to have a go. Nobody's going to laugh at you. Everybody feels awkward the first time you film a video. So as I say, if you've got any questions, feel free to ask. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now.